What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today we have another episode of the Road to States, and this is actually it's actually round two, but it's round one for me. We didn't play round one because we had a bye. We lost a coin flip, and we are playing against TJ Tracor. I'm not sure how to say his name. And we mulligan. He knows we're playing the Vespiquen Vileplume deck, and I saw that he's playing a dark fighting deck, which makes me think he's playing Yveltal, Archeops, and if he gets a turn with Archeops, we pretty much just lose. Alright, we get a Mew, and we get an Oddish, and we'll just keep these two cards in our hand. Alright, so let's see, what does TJ have? Does he get the turn with Archeops or not? That would be the big question. If he doesn't get the turn with Archeops, then we're good to go. Alright, and they have more Pokemon in their hand, probably a Shaman. So there's an Yveltal, so it is. Yep, it is an Yveltal, and I did see Dark, like I said, it's probably an Archeops. There we see a DC going down to the Yveltal EX. We see a Darkrai coming down, gonna give his Dark Pokemon free retreat if they have a Dark Energy. Here we see a Battle Compressor, and let's see, is he playing the Archeops or not? Now, if he does get out the Archeops, it makes it where neither player can evolve from their side of the field unless they play like Evo Soda or Wally to get around it. And there we see a Gallade, Archeops, and a Maxie's being put in the discard pile. And we see a Juniper turn one. Thank you, Pokemon. Alright, so no turn one Archeops for us, or for him. That's good. It's good to go. And hopefully we just hope that they don't have like 3 Dark Patches turn 1 to power up this Darkrai. There we see an Ultra Ball, discarding a Battle Compressor and an Yveltal. And let's see what TJ gets out. There we see an Yveltal with the one that has the ability that makes it where tools don't work. And that could be troublesome if he Life Centers up a Vileplume with a Flowstone. We could lose that way. There we see a Dark Patch going on to the Yveltal. I imagine this one right here. There it goes. And there we see, oh, he has Computer Search. So what he can do with Computer Search, oh, okay, he's actually going to, I was going to say, he could Computer Search for a VS Seeker, and then, or Maxie's. And then next turn, hopefully he top decks something where he can just, not have to worry about the messing up the VS Seeker. So our turn, like I said, is probably a Maxie's and or a probably a Maxie's. But we will put down Oddish, use Battle Compressor, and with the compressor, we will discard. Oh, that might be a Lysander. Ooh, that could be tricky. That might be a Lysander, like I said. It might be, it's probably a Maxie's, though. We'll discard an Oddish, another Oddish, and another Oddish. And there is 2 Vileplumes in here, so we're good to go. Another Vileplume in here. We do have 2 in our hand, so we'll discard those 3. We'll play Trainer's Mail number 1. Let's see what happens. We can grab a Sycamore or a Forest of Giant Plants. I'm going to grab a Sycamore just in case we do with other cards. We only play 3 Sycamore, so you have to remember that. Another Trainer's Mail. We'll grab a Level Ball just to get out an Oddish. Not an Oddish, a Combi. There we go. So we're gonna get out Combi, and we have 1, 2. All right, how many Vespiquen are in here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the Vespiquen are in here. What about Combi? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so it looks like everything's pretty much good to go. We'll grab a Combi, put down the Combi, play down Shebe, drawn up to 3, and let's see what can happen. Hopefully we don't draw a Vileplume, and oh, no! We draw into a Vileplume. This is really bad. Now, if we discard all 3 of our Vileplumes, we actually kind of just lose the game. The question is, do we go for it or not? I think we have to, like, just discard the Sycamore, because if we don't, TJ can still just play down stuff. We get a Floodstone put on this guy. We'll play Trainer's Mail. We're looking for a Force of Giants Plants, and uh-oh. He says, uh-oh. He knows that the Vileplumes are gone. He knows that they're not here anymore. We'll put down an Unknown, use Feral Letter. We need a Force of Giants Plants really bad right now. Alright, there's a Gloom. We'll Ultra Ball, discard a Shaman and a Gloom, and we'll probably just get out nothing. Yeah, we'll probably get out nothing, press done, and we'll Shebe for 5. Can we get some stuff or not? Let's see what happens. Alright, so we get a, we'll put down a Force of Giants Plants, put down a Vespiquen, and we'll put a DC on the active, and we will just be revenge, so we will just, we'll just be revenge. I'm not sure how much it does. It does 110. All right, on to our opponent's turn. Now, next turn we can knock out this Yveltal, but we do not have the trainer lock, so that's a little bit scary. TJ will have access to everything. There we see a battle compressor, and I imagine this card is going to be an Archeops, but at least we do have out Vespiquen, so we can use Vespiquen every turn. And let's see what this battle compressor discards. Now, he can, if he gets a dark energy, he can do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's not a knockout. If he gets a muscle band, that is a knockout. It'd be 20, 40, wait, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that will be a knockout. So we'll have to see what happens. These Mews have to go the distance for sure. And let's see what TJ does. We just had not that great of a start. We drew to all 3 Vileplumes, buddy. Maybe not grabbing the Force of Giants plan, so maybe misplay. We see compressor, discard, a Toad in a compressor, and here we see a Jirachi. So he actually used he used the computer search for a Jirachi, just to make sure he had a supporter for next turn. That's a pretty good play. And there we see Jirachi getting a bunch of cards, and let's see what he decides to do. Like I said, if he has an energy and a muscle band, he can knock us out this turn. There we see the dark energy, but do we see the muscle band or not? It's the big question. And we'll find out. There's a compressor, going to discard more stuff out of his deck. But next turn, if he doesn't knock us out, we can knock him out with the Mew, take 2 prize cards, and then maybe discard enough cards so we can knock out another Pokemon if it comes up to the active spot. Now this tag does 60 and 60, so what he could do is do Y Cyclone, move the DC here, the next turn bring up like some Pokemon and do 60-60, and there we see compressor, discarding Yveltal, Shaman, and Lysander. So he does have the Lysander play for next turn. And there he puts the Lysander in his hand, but he's already played color, so remember that. And let's see what he does. Like I said, this will probably be a Y Cyclone, doing a 90. Or an Evolball. Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. I did math wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what math I was doing. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm silly. I don't know what I was thinking. Sorry about that. There's just a mistake on my part. Now it's our turn. Whoops. I don't know what I did wrong. But we'll put a DC on the active, and we will just use Be Revenge for the knockouts. Alrighty, doing another 120, and we'll take, or 120. We'll take 2 prize cards. And my opponent does have a Lysander next turn, but we do have a DC to retreat whoever he decides to bring up with the Lysander. You know, the Oddish have 1 retreat cost, but the Flowstone doesn't work because of the Fright Knight. And let's see what TJ does. We are down 1 DC, and there we see a Hypnotoxic Laser trying to put us asleep. And as we are asleep, and this could be troublesome for sure. If we stay asleep, obviously we can't attack. And there we see a Juniper. He's going to discard all those cards. He is looking for a DCE. And let's see, does he get it or not? I don't know why I just did the math wrong with that Yveltal. He's discarded 2 DCEs. He has maybe 2 left somewhere. There we see a Hypnotoxic Laser going to his hand. And there we see an Yveltal coming down. We see a Verbeck City Gym coming down. And let's see, do we wake up or not? A Dark Patch going on to the Yveltal. I imagine that we're going on to the Yveltal. Yep, goes down to the Yveltal. And does he have another Dark Energy? But nope, just a pass. Do we wake up or not? No, we stay asleep. Oh no. Alright, on to our turn. We draw a computer search, which is not really that helpful. Because we realistically we can't grab anything with computer search. So we'll put a DC on Vespiquen, and we will just have to pass. We'll take 30 from Poison, and let's see, does he get a Dark Energy? We stay asleep once again. Alright, on to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. He draws another card. And does he get another Dark Energy or not? The big question is, can we retaliate and knock out on this Yveltal EX once he knocks us out if he goes for this? Now, he can go for Baby Yveltal and do 60 and 60. How many Verse Seekers is he down? He's down 1, 2, 3, 4. He's down all 4 VS Seekers, though. When you do wake up, there we go. That's what I like to see. And on to our turn. Alrighty, so we are going to Computer Search, discard Gloom, and the Ultra Ball. Alrighty, and we're going to grab a Battle Compressor. We do have more DCs left in our deck, so that's great. We'll grab the Compressor, like I said, and with the Compressor, we'll just discard some Oddishes, like the Vileplume line that we don't need. We'll discard Gloom, we'll discard a Gloom, and we will discard... We want to keep Force of Giants Plants, just in case he does decide to use a Verbeck City Gym. We'll play an Acrobike. Oh, he already has Verbeck City Gym in play. Oh, no! We grab a DCE! That's not good. Alrighty, well, we'll just retreat into Vespiquen, and this way he can't knock out our Mew. We'll press done. If we pass, the Mew just gets knocked out. But if he Night Spears, he can knock us out as well. But we'll play a Be Revenge. This should knock him out. Should do like 150. Yep. Alrighty. On to his turn. We're going to take a price card. Going down to 3, we have an Ultra Ball, so we can get out a Combi. But can we hit a Forest of Giant Plants with a Vespiquen is the big question. And can he power up this Darkrai? Like I said, he could do 90 and 30. And there we see a Hypnotoxic Laser trying to put a Vespiquen to sleep. And nope, it is a Tails. That's good for us. There we see a Dark Energy, so it'll be 20, 40, 60, 80, and then plus the 30 is a knockout. But can we retaliate right now to knock out this Yveltal EX? And I think if we do, we should be okay. He will go down to 3 prize cards. We'll set up this Oddish. And on to our turn. Let's see, we draw a Forest of Giant Plants, which, you know, it seems great. Man, we're going to Ultra Ball, discard Forest of Giant Plants, and the Floatstone, and with this we'll get out a Combi. And how many Forests of Giant Plants are left in the deck? Oh no, there's not another one. Well, this is bad news for us. Alright, so grab the Combi. We'll put down the Combi. We'll put a DC on Mew, and we will Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll put down another Combi. We will then retreat into Mew, and we will actually just Sky Return. We need to conserve this DCE as our last DCE, and we will send up Oddish. Yep. And on to TJ's turn. He doesn't have any more VS Seekers left. How many Dark Patches in the discard pile? There's 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 left. There's 3 in the discard pile. We might see a Y Cyclone here. Man, I just didn't know we had all those Forest of Giant Plants discarded. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Okay, so we had 1 prized. That was just a mistake on my part. Just didn't know all of our resources. Well, let's see what our opponent decides to do. Now, we have an interesting decision. He's going to knock us out 20, 40, 60 base right now. We'll go down to 2 prize cards. I'll probably... do we attack with the Mew, or do we attack with Vespiquen is the big question. Here we see an Ultra Ball discarding some cards. He discards a Keldeo Ultra Ball, and let's see what he decides to get out. He's going to look at his deck, and he doesn't get anything. A 6 damage to this Oddish. Alrighty. And on to our turn, we'll send up a Combi. And I think sending up the Mew is the best option. Yeah, we'll put down Vespiquen, put down a Vespiquen. The only thing that might mess us up is a Lysander, but I think we have enough resources to be okay. We'll put down the Mew, put down the DCE, and how many Pokemon are in the discard pile? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think there's 16 in there. I think we have enough regardless. We'll retreat, and we will Be Revenge. We'll Versatile for Be Revenge. Now, the only thing that might scare me, if he could discard this DCE, so 180 damage goes to this Yveltal. We'll take 2 prize cards, and let's see what happens. There's an Execute and an Unknown. Alright, and here comes Jirachi EX, and let's see, on to my opponent's turn. He can't double Dark Patch because there's only 3 left in the deck. There's a Flowstone going out to Jirachi. We see a Trainer's Mail. And let's see what he gets with this Trainer's Mail. Nothing. Alrighty, and there we see a Dark Energy going on Darkrai. And we see a Treat into Darkrai. The big question is, can we discard these Pokemon to do enough damage? We only do 180, but, you know, Darkrai is resistant. And he'll go first. Game 2. Is he conceding the game? We don't have the game yet. On to our turn. We don't have the win yet. I don't think so. We'll Trainer's Mail. And we'll grab Battle Compressor. But I don't think there's anything left in our deck to discard Pokemon-wise. Let me see. Battle Compressor. We'll grab the Acrobike, and then this will be enough. So we'll grab the Acrobike. We'll play the Acrobike, discarding 1. So that's 190. And then we'll put down the Unknown. Discard the Unknown. And then we'll use... I hope I didn't do the math wrong. That'd be really funny if I did. Be Revenge. Should knock it out. To do 180 exactly. There we go. Taking the win and on to game number 2. We didn't even need a Vileplume out. We just kind of ran him over Vespiquen. And let's see what happens game number 2. This is best 2 out of 3. So we'll see what happens. Sometimes you don't even need the Vileplume. We saw just Vespiquen Mew be enough. And on to game number 2. Let's scroll on down. And let's select VVM is Vespiquen, Vileplume, Mew. So let's see, he'll go first, game number 1. Once again, we have to worry about the Archeops coming down turn 1, and they're calling the coin flip. And let's see what TJ has for us. We won the coin flip, but he's going first regardless. I just fist bumping. No, he is going first. He did elect to go first. So on to game number 2. Let's see what happens. Alrighty, now we have a decent turn 1. My opponent has no basic Pokemon. We'll start a Combi. I don't think he could donk us turn 1, so press done. Sometimes you might be scared. And there's Glade Maxis. That hand is not definitely a Maxis hand. But let's see what happens in game number 2. Vileplume, Vespiquen Vileplume versus Yveltal, Glade, Archeops. Never seen Acrobyte. Go press done one more time. And there's good old Yveltal EX coming down one more time to party. There's a Darkrai coming down. We see a DC going into the active, and we see it in turn 1. Alright, so no turn 1 Archeops. Can we get the turn 1 Vileplume in this game or not? It's the big question. And we're going to draw a new hand of 6, and that is a fantastic turn 1. Oh my goodness, this hand right now is great. We can, you know, I don't know how, but I don't know. Oh man, that's a really good hand. That's all I can say. But we will, you know, put down the Oddish, put down Force of Giant Plants, we'll evolve into Vespiquen, and we'll actually Love Ball for another Combi, just to have 2 Combis out, or 2 Vespiquens ready to go. I think that's the right idea. We see a Dark Energy on a Darkrai, we see Shebe drawing up to 3 cards. And let's see what TJ has. If he has a Vespiquen, he needs to play it, but no Vespiquen onto our turn. Alright, well, we drew into another Combi, so put down Oddish, put down Combi, Force of Giants Plants, we'll play a Love Ball. And with this Love Ball, let's see. We have another Combi that we could grab. We'll grab a Gloom for sure. How many Vileplumes are in here is my question. There's 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 Vileplumes in here. That's great. We have 1, 2, 3 Vespiquen. So 1 is prize. We'll grab the Gloom, putting that into our hand. Put down the Gloom. Put down the DC on the active. Play down Vespiquen, and we will Jirachi for a Sycamore. There we go. So that's a great turn 1. Yes, we like to use Stellar Guidance. Grab the Sycamore, so there is 1 Sycamore prized. And let's Sycamore discard your hand, draw 7 new cards. There's a Floatstone, there's a Vileplume. Wow. So we'll Ultra Ball, discard Vileplume and Unknown. And with this, we'll grab a Shebe. Come on down, Shaman EX. Alrighty. Grab Shaman, put a Floatstone here. Play down the Unknown, play a Acrobike, and we'll grab a Trainer's Mail. We don't really need another Floatstone. We could Floatstone the Jirachi, but we're looking for more Battle Compressors. There's a Computer Search. We'll put that into our hand for sure. And then we'll play the Shebe, drawn up to 6. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will Feral Letter, discarding a card. And let's see what we get off the Feral Letter. There is another Vespiquen. So put down a Vespiquen. We will then Computer Search, discard Vespiquen and a Gloom. And with this, we'll actually grab another Sycamore for the next turn. And then we'll put down Vileplume. And, yep, we will be Revenge turn 1. And there we go. How much are we doing? 70 damage, which is not a lot, but it does work. Onto our opponent's turn. Now our opponent cannot play trainer cards. Hopefully he does not have a Dark Energy. 7, 8, 9. If he does hit us, he can do 90. Oh man, that's not enough. We just need to top deck a Pokemon we could discard, or we could discard the Mew. And there we see a Darkrai come down. We see a Jirachi. This will grab a supporter card. Probably a Course. We know he does play that card, and there's a Course. He'll get 8 off this Course. Alrighty, that seems like a great place. A Course for 8, and there's 8 new cards coming to TJ's hand. Now, this is our only Sycamore left in the deck. We do know that 2 are prized, and there's a Dark Energy going to the active. But can we top deck a Pokemon or not? It's the big question. He will Y-Cyclone, move that Dark Energy, or DC maybe, I'm not sure which one, to a Darkrai. Alrighty, we will promote good old Vespiquen, and let's see what happens. Hopefully we top deck a Pokemon. Alright, there's an Acrobike. Oh, that's not good. So put down Mew. We'll put a DC on the Mew, and we will Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7 new cards. We will probably just retreat, and, So we have an interesting decision. We can put down egg, and we can sky return and send him the egg and let the execute get knocked out. I think that might be the correct play, but then if he doesn't knock us out, we can't retreat it, is the only thing I'm concerned with. But right now, let's see, if he gets a DC, he's going to do 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be a knockout. So yeah, I'm going to put down egg, retreat into the Mew, and we will Sky Return for 30. We could Sky Return to Vileplume, but then if he puts down a baby Yveltal, somehow retreats to it, we'll lose the game. Here we'll send up Execute, onto our opponent's turn. We're basically saying, here's a free prize, TJ. Merry Christmas. But if he does Lyson up this Vespiquen and has an energy, there's a DCE. But does he have... Okay, that's not a Lyson. That's good. So Juniper, discarding a bunch of cards, drawing 7 new cards. And he will knock out this Execute. Like I said, all we need to do is make sure that when we take these 2 prizes, we do hit a Sycamore. That'd be very helpful. But we'll probably just see a Y Cyclone trying to power up this Darkrai. I think that'd be the correct move for TJ for sure. And this is the one downside with the deck. If you do get the turn 1 Vileplume, sometimes you don't want to. Maybe I shouldn't have in the early game, and that way we could have maybe played more battle compressors and on to our turn. That was one thing I was scared of, is TJ just doing that. But we will just pass. Now TJ does have more cards left in his deck, so if we do have a deck out war, he will win it. He could actually retreat into the Darkrai as well. And a pass onto our turn. We get an Acrobike. We'll pass again onto his turn. And we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting for sure. Like I said, maybe we should have sent the Vileplume. And onto our turn, we get another Mew. We'll press end our turn one more time. And how many DCs are in our deck? There's 1, 2. Alright. And we'll see if TJ passes one more time. Yep, he's going to pass onto our turn. We get an Ultra Ball. We can't play that. Onto his turn. This is a funny situation right now. Like I said, maybe I should have promoted the Vileplume. The only thing I was scared of was the Yveltal that doesn't let you retreat, or doesn't makes it where tools don't work, or do not work. As soon as we draw into another DC, then we'll put down 1 DC onto a Mew, put a DC on Egg, and then retreat. I think that'd be the best play. We see a Dark Energy on an Yveltal, and we Darkrai, and a pass onto our turn. We get a Gloom. We'll pass one more time. On to TJ's turn. Alright. And just keep on going. Hopefully we don't have more than 1 DC or no DC's prize. Onto our turn. There's an Acrobike. We know there's a Sycamore prized. On to TJ's turn. Oh man. I should have probably promoted this Vileplume. Should have probably promoted the Vileplume. But the only thing I was scared about promoting the Vileplume is he could have Evolved for 20, 40, 60, 80. And then maybe double Night Spear. But there's a DCE. So put down Mew. We'll put down a DCE, and we will pass. And on to TJ's turn. Let's see what happens. Let's see what he decides to do. He could send up Darkrai. He could retreat, send up Darkrai. They were seeing the Yveltal come down. And will we see a Y Cyclone or not? It's the big question. Or will he consider just passing one more time? We see Dark Energy going to Yveltal. And there's a Y Cyclone knocking us out. And I'm actually okay with this, because we can knock out Yveltal with the Mew. And then he can knock us out with this Yveltal, but then it's going to be weird for sure. On to our turn, we get another Pokemon. We will just use Be Revenge for the knockout, doing 80 damage, 100. Okay. It will take 2 prize cards. Can we hit the Juniper or not? It's the big question. Or Sycamore. And nope, no Sycamore. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have 7. So we actually could knock out this Vespiquen. The only problem is, then he can promote the Darkrai and knock us out because it does 90, 30. There's an Evolve doing 120. Alrighty, and he'll go down to 3 prize cards. And we'll actually set up Vespiquen, and let's see what happens. Onto our turn. We top deck another Combi, so we can put down Combi. Just in case if he Lysanders, knock out him. Alrighty, and let's see. We're going to retreat to Shaman. Put a DC on Shaman, and we're going to Sky Return. The same scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just hit a Vileplume and see what happens. The only thing I'm scared of is a Night Spear. That could knock us out both. Let's see, he has 140 left. Interesting. I'll have to see what happens. This is a very interesting right now situation. If you put the DC on the active, I will see a retreat to Darkrai. So we'll see a Night Spear do 90 and 30 probably to this Combi. Alright, on to our turn. Let's see what happens. We get another DCE. Because if we attack with this Vespiquen, it does 90 and 30. It will knock us both out. If we attack with the Mew, then he'll knock out the Mew. Huh. What to do? This is a very interesting spot right now. We have double DCE. Oh man, we have a bad situation right now. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we can take out 2 prizes next turn. Alrighty. Alright, let's think about this. How many floatstones? Are we down both floatstones? There's one. There's one. Okay. What we're gonna do is put down Mew. We'll put a DC on it. We will retreat into the Mew. And we will be revenge. I know it only do 80 damage. Yeah, or 90. Alright, on to our opponent's turn. Let's see what he decides to do. Huh. We're in trouble. We need another Vespiquen for sure. Or this execute or this Combi will get knocked out. There we see a Verbex to the gym coming down. Not really worried about that at all. There we see a treat into Yveltal. And we'll see an Yveltal knocking us out, do 120. Now we're doing still not enough. We'll set up Vileplume. Oh, we lost the game. We have 2 prize cards left. What am I thinking about? I thought we had 3. Sorry about that. But we'll go first. Game number 1. That was just a bad game. Number 2. Man, we did better not having the Vileplume out. But on to game number 3, I don't know what I was thinking. For sure, that last turn. We were just kind of in a bad situation regardless. But we'll go first game this turn for sure. Let's see what happens. Alright, and let's see what happens. We will go first regardless, no matter what, just to try to prevent him to get a turn 1 not the turn 1 Archeops. We won the coin flip regardless, and we will say yes, we'd like to go first. And let's see what happens. Alright, that's okay. Our opponent has no basic Pokemon, but we start with Shebe, which is somebody who we really don't want to start with. And alright. Now, we have a really good turn 1. I know it doesn't seem like it, but yeah, we have a really good turn 1. And we just gotta hope that the other Shamans are not prized, and that Floatstones aren't prized. Ooh, that might be another problem too. But let's see. We'll both get 6 prize cards. We'll draw from the mulligan. There's a Vileplume, and there's an Yveltal. Alright, so we'll Compressor. And with the first Compressor, we will discard an Egg. There we go. We haven't discarded this guy turn 1 at all. We will then discard an Oddish. And another Oddish. How many Oddishes are in here, my question? Yeah, we'll discard another Oddish. And we will Level Ball for an Oddish. How many Vileplumes are in here is my question as well. There's 1, 2, 3. So all 3 Vileplumes are in here. We'll grab the Oddish. Put down the Oddish. Play another Compressor. Or do we? We'll use Propagation. Yeah, we'll Propagate. And we will Ultra Ball. I don't know why we propagated. We probably should have just Ultra Ball discard these 2 guys. But we'll discard Execute and Vileplume. And we'll grab out a Shebe. I think that would be the correct play. Yeah, we'll grab Shaman X. Say, okay. Play down Mew. And we'll Shebe for 3. And we do have the Compressor, I know, but we're going to save it. Alright, so we get down to Combi. We can Compressor. And with the Compressor, we can discard a Combi. There's 1 more in the deck. We need to keep, and then we'll discard another one, and then we will discard probably just those 2 right on top of the back. Yeah, we'll discard those 2. Press done. Then we will Propagation. Yes. We'll Computer Search. Discard Jirachi and Execute. And we're looking for a Forest of Giant Plants. And we also need to see how many Floatstones are in here. There's 1 and there's 2. Okay, so we have 2. And let's grab Forest of Giant Plants. Putting that guy down. We'll put down the Vespiquen and Wheel Sycamore. Discarding our hand, drawing 7 new cards. Alrighty. And let's see what we get off the 7. Alright, so we'll Acrobike. We'll grab Trainer's Mail. Oh man, we probably should grab Shaman. That is our last Shaman. Whoops. Trainer's Mail. Grabbing the Acrobike. And then we will. Alright, let's do this. Let's use Execute, Propagation. We will Ultra Ball, discard Vespiquen and Egg. And I know he had the Vileplume in hand, but we're going to grab a Gloom. So grab the Gloom. Come on down, Mr. Gloom. Put it down. And then we will... Trainer's Mill. We Acrobike for the Trainer's Mill. Alright, discarding Oddish. We will then Trainer's Mill again. Grabbing the Sycamore. We need the Sycamore for next turn. Alrighty. Play the Trainer's Mill one more time. Can we get the Floatstone? And we got the Floatstone, so that's a great card to get right there. We'll put down the... we almost made a misplay. Put down Floatstone. Put down Vileplume. We'll put a DC on this Mew. And we'll pass. Alright, so that's a great turn one. We get down Vileplume. We get down a bunch of Pokemon. How many Pokemon in discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, we see a Yveltal, Dark Energy, and pass on to our turn. We need a DCE. There's a Forest of Giants plants. Come on, Sycamore. Don't let us down. Give us a DCE, and there we go. So we can play the Unknown. Use Pharaoh Letter to discard it. Draw a new card. And we'll use Unknown one more time. Discarding it. Draw one more time. Or draw another card. And we're actually going to Sky Return. Yeah, we'll put a DCE. And we'll just Sky Return for 30. And with this, we'll promote the... We'll promote the Mew for sure. And on to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. How many Pokemon in discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. We'll put a DC on the active. Put down a Mew. And... oh no! I put it... oh no! Oh no! The misclicks. Alright. Well, we'll just Sky Return for 30. Put both DCs back in their hand, and we'll promote another Mew. Whoops. Alright. On to our opponent's turn. That was misplay. Alright, let's see. Does TJ have another energy? Alright. How many? So, pass. That's good. We'll put down a Mew. Put down a DCE, and we will be Revenge. Yeah, we'll just be Revenge, knock it out. And does TJ have another energy? That's the question. Take a prize card. And we did 120. There's a Gloom. There's an Yveltal. And let's see, on to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. There we see a Verbeck Suited Gym coming down. We see an Yveltal that has the Fright Night ability. We see a Dark Energy. And we'll see an Evolball knocking us out. Oh, man. Things got crazy for sure. Alright. We'll promote the Shaman. And onto our turn. Let's see what happens. We'll put down Combi, which is a great card to top deck. We'll put a DCE. And we'll actually just Sky 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, we will Sky Return for 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll promote a... let's see. How many Pokemon in discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll promote Combi, and we'll let him knock out the Combi if he wants to. And if he does, we can promote the Mew and knock it out. We might see a Y Cyclone, though, to power up this Yveltal. Then he can license with this Vileplume, and we'll be stuck in a weird situation. And let's see what TJ has. Does he have the Lysander or not? Will he go for a Y Cyclone, knocking us out? And yep, there's a Y Cyclone, knocking out this Combi. And going down to 3 prize cards, we will promote the Vespiquen for sure. And I'll make sure on the math, no more misplays, please. Our turn, let's see, we grab a Vespiquen, turn too late. How many, we have 3 Combis in the discard pile. Whoops, that might be bad. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, we can knock it out. So we will retreat into Mew. And unless I did the math wrong, this should be a knockout. We will be Revenge. Hopefully it's 160 like I thought it was, or 150. 160, there we go. Taking 2 more prize cards, and let's see what TJ has. Does he have anything or not? There we see a Battle Compressor and a Funnelby. And here comes good old Yveltal with the Fright Night. Like I said, if he has a Lysander, brings up Vileplume, we'll be in trouble. There's a Keldeo coming down. We'll see a Russian, and he actually tried to save this Yveltal. And probably just a pass. There's a DCE going on the Yveltal, and a pass onto our turn. He is looking for a DCE. I mean, a Lysander. How many DCs are in discard pile? There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. We're going to put it... man. Yeah, we're going to put a DC on Vileplume, and we will just Be Revenge, and this makes it where if he does Lysander this up, we can draw into another DCE, retreat, and take a knockout. So into our opponent's turn. Does he have a DC to retreat this Keldeo is the big question, or a Dark Energy with a Darkrai, and a pass onto our turn. We get in the Battle Compressor, we will then once again Be Revenge. We have 3 cards left in our deck as well. Alright, so we take a knockout on the Keldeo, taking 2 prize cards, going down to 1. Okay, there's a DC, so if he does Lysander, we can win the game. Alright, so we should be good to go. We misplay, we kind of misplay, but there we see a Pitch Black Spear doing 60 and 60, only does 60, yeah, there we go. And we will Sycamore, discarding all this stuff, yes. And we'll do a Be Revenge for a bunch, unless I messed up right now. We'll do the full amount of damage, and we will use Be Revenge, knocking out this Yveltal and taking a game. Alright, good game, buddy. Alrighty, and there we go. We take the win, 2-1. Game 1, we didn't got Vileplume. Game number 2, we messed up. Got the Vileplume out too early. We didn't have enough resources in the discard pile to win the game. But game number 3, we got the turn 1 Vileplume, and when that happened, he could do nothing. Like, he could have played in trainer cards, and I imagine that's what his hand was full of. Now, the Archeops deck, it is scary for sure. But if you can get the turn 1 Vileplume, they cannot get the Archeops, so you win that way. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something new about the Vespiquen Vileplume deck. I know I've showed this before, but I'll keep showcasing it. It's a really, really good deck for regionals. A lot of people haven't considered it, but I mean, I misplayed, and we still did it. Game number 2 was definitely shaky, but game 1 and 3, we got it perfectly. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye.